Hey everyone! It is time for summer's latest Spire, it seems. I just wanted to say I've done that one in a while, but it was like, what, 1 week ago or something? The year has been not been that long ago. Everyone, it's just you. I got a future-proof, you know? Regardless. Hello to you especially. And your favorite quote is very funny. Anyway, today we're going to take a look at this character that I've been playing for way too much in the past. But let's do it as per usual and play this character on Ascension 0, which is probably a lot more difficult for me than Ascension 10. How much did I? 11? Okay, that's fair. So I probably stopped it after beating Ascension 10. I just stood. Like, Ascension 10 is my favorite Ascension, that's why. But yeah, I don't know why I put it back to level 1. I am gonna turn Ascension off entirely. Regardless. The Librarian, aka Patchouli Knowledge. And I know this artwork, not because I've been playing this mod for a long time, but also because the person who's drawn this artwork here is Kazu, if I remember correctly. An artist that I follow on Pixar, so yeah. There's a lot of good Toho artwork that people keep using, and I know some of like half of them. I mean, that just means that everybody has fantastic taste, isn't it? Alright, as for what we have here, we have the weekly calendar as our starting relic. At the start of each combat, gain one of every... That's new. Huh, I guess after I stopped playing as the Librarian, there were some changes. At the start of each combat, gain one of every elemental charge. If I recall correctly, it used to be gain one elemental charge at the start of each turn. I might be misremembering though. Maybe that's just the boss version of her starting relic. Well, maybe we'll find out. Also, I'm sorry to disappoint some people, but I am gonna play in Gensokyo. I wanted to turn the Library of Ruin on, but then I remembered how long that took, and I don't have that much time. I've been, before stream, trying to get some text boxes to work for my for the game that I'm working on, and I kid you not, I spent 2 hours trying to recreate that freaking tutorial video, but because of some changes in the engine that I'm using, Godot, between version 3 and 4, there was some kind of change, and now it just did not work at all. So yeah, then I said screw it, and I just used fixed positions and stuff, but I'm still not done, but I need the break. Anyway, for our starting cards, we have Strike, slamming somebody with a book, it seems. Ah, Genesis of Theta style, I see. Where Patchouli is the best physical attacker. We have a Defend, a regular Defend. Agni Shine, which is a fire sign, deal 10 damage. There, Patchouli has seven different elements, signs. And whenever you play a element sign card, you gain an elemental charge, which can then be cast for some effects depending on the element cast. Alright, so what do we have? Remove a card from your deck, obtain 3 random potions. Do so, go to remove 2 cards. Ooh, I love that one. How close is the Kappa shop though? Oh, regular shop's really close, but the Kappa shop is far enough away, but I'd have to give up a rest site. Yeah. And fighting against the Shrine Maiden of Paradise, I see. As for... I mean, this is probably the best path, also a bit risky, depending on what we're fighting here. And then I can just bypass this shop. Yeah, I think I'll go with removing 2 cards. You won't recommend watching Koishi's heart-throbbing adventure. Yeah, it's... Like, it has its fans, and I definitely can. I think I can see why some people are fans of it. But the only like horror themed things that I like are when there's mystery involved. And I don't think Koichi Satoru Adventure has any mystery. It's just sad for sadness' sake, or not even sad. It's just yeah. Also, Kokuma in there is working with someone in secret. Right, so we have all of our 7 elements active already, starting with the sun element, which, if it's cast, we're gaining 1 energy. Then we have the moon element here, which draws as a card when cast. Fire deals damage, water deals damage to all enemies, wood deals damage to a random enemy, which I guess fire is to the lowest HP enemy, so I guess there is a purpose for wood. Metal applies rust, which is a special status ailment. I won't go to that one just yet, and earth just gives you block. Why are you at the very end? You know, block is pretty good. Because we're going in week order, and Saturday's the Earth Day. I know. Oh, Yokaji is a major will now. What? Huh. That is curious. Why would Byakuren? I mean, I guess I could see reasons for Byakuren being a villain in a Koichi-centered story. Also, I forgot about the spikes there. Let's not do that again. Let's just kill this Kadama. Alright, at the left here we have Autumn Blade. Choose your debuff. Either weak, wound, or rust. With rust, I guess I have to go into it now. Being, not quite like poison. It is deal damage to the enemy equal to the rust on the enemy, including the rust you just applied. So this here would deal 4 damage, the next time I use it would deal 8 damage to the enemy, then 12, then 16. Problem is, there aren't enough good rust cards, I don't think, so I never really go into rust when I play it. I guess I could this time, because it's just 0 and all that, but we also have Knowledge and Shade here, draw 2 cards, next turn get an energy, which is pretty good, or just... yeah, That's like before Consequence. Yeah, sure, you can send me if you don't want to post it here. Sure. Or like if it's a link, yeah. Wow, this event right at the beginning, huh? I am definitely not going to encounter an elite because I want to live, and I have only starting cards and something that doesn't do anything for me until turn, like 3 turns after I use it. Noble enemy, nah. So let's get another random event, which is the forest, the bamboo forest of the lost. We can either gain a special relic which applies 1 lunacy to all enemies, but also gives us a pain. We do not have any money to get rid of that pain, so that pain will kill us. And lunacy in this act mod isn't that good because a lot of enemies don't actually attack on turn 1. So I'll just accept the bribes so we can buy some more stuff from the Kappa shop later. Or even at this shop here right now, but nah. We need some more cards. And gain cards from fighting enemies, so let's do just that. Strike, 1 defend guaranteed. I can defend it again, sure. Let's try to save some HP, because... well damn, so much for saving HP. 3 defense in the last 4 cards. Dang it. Should have attacked last turn. Coming back to haunt me now. Oh well. It is how it is. Okay, here we have Princess Undine? Undyne the Undying? I don't actually know how this is pronounced. I usually pronounce it Undine, but... Water Sign. Deals 7 damage to all enemies, so this is just our regular AoE card. Then we have Elemental Harvester here. Metal Wood Sign, so it has 2 different elements, which means both we're regaining both of these charges. Draw 4 cards and gain a Weaken of Rail. So if you already have a Weaken Frail on you anyway, this is just an insane amount of card draw. Jebet Ahriman equals Patchouli Knowledge. The only Ahriman that I know is from Final Fantasy, like the one. I want to say one-eyed, but it's just an eye, really. An eye with wings and claws, I guess. 40k Ahriman. Okay. And lastly, here we have Autumn Edge, which 2 cost, 9 damage, and 2 wound to all enemies. So we have 2 AoE cards here. One is fine, but 2 cost. 2 cost AoEs are always a bit troublesome because, like in a single enemy encounter, I still would want the vulnerable, and 9 damage to a wound for 2 is just a bash with 1 more point. And I don't like bash. It's a good card, don't get me wrong, like a good starting card, but it's only good because you don't have anything better usually. I'll take Princess Undyne, I think. Yeah, I don't need the card draw just yet, I don't think. Not that badly anyway. Ooh, but Swift Slash, an even better AoE, say. Deal 9 damage to all enemies. If it kills an enemy, repeat this effect. Yeah, I'll take this Crescent Moon Slash. I could also upgrade a card in my deck, but there's nothing really too worthwhile to upgrade. Like, 1 more dex isn't gonna be that important. More damage, who cares? Again, more damage and more damage. So I'll take the Crescent Moon Slash. Drown out those strikes in our deck. Oh, we can steal a Mango, everybody. We lose 7 HP that way, but we're gaining 14 max HP, which is gonna, if we're making it out of this act here, it's gonna be huge. And yeah, this event here can give you 1 of each of the food items, with a cost reflecting off how much max HP you're gaining. Also, yeah, the Toho fighting game set somewhat of a back sprite for Patchouli. Why is this your normal sprite in IAMP, Patchouli? Anyway, we could increase our Crescent Moon Slash, make that even better against the fairies if we run into those. Princess Undine, Undyne, also really good if we run into the fairies. The rest is kind of eh. Crescent Moon Slash is already killing the entire horde. Actually, I think it's gonna be worse if we upgrade it, because then it won't. Like if we don't upgrade it, it will first kill the 2 4 HP fairies, then it triggers once to kill the 10 HP fairy, and then it triggers once more to kill Cherno. If we upgrade it, it won't trigger for the 10 HP fairy anymore. So I'll upgrade Princess Undyne, sure. What would Patchouli be called if she was religious? Patchouli Faith? Ah, dang, no fairies. Oh well. I played around it, didn't work out. Patchouli. Also good. Okay, I could play all attacks, but I think I want to get Ritual Protection active. Yeah, right now, ooh, we do gain 1 more block off it. Not that we need to, because no attack incoming anymore. And unfortunately, right now we're not gaining any. We're not dealing any damage, but we can increase our element charges here. So I still wanted to play those elements. And now we're not frail anymore. But we're still taking 12 damage, so that's bad. The +2 attack variant. That's not that bad, though. I do not want to lose strength and dex, so I'm just transforming Mamizo back. Gain some more charges. And now we better try not to use any defense if we can help it. Or we just kill the Gremlin Node next turn. That is even better. Ooh, Strike Dummy Bang. That's actually pretty good this early on. We get Lord Usa's Elemental Flag in 2 charges of every element. Oh. Pretty good if we have a charge-rated deck. Or a cast, rather. Here we have Casket of Star. Oi. Do you want to take revenge for Marisa stealing your non-directional laser from you? This gives us 2 Moon and 2 Sun. So once we get to those charges, if we have a lot of cost, we're gaining 2 free draw and 2 free energy, which is pretty good. Well, not quite free, once it's upgraded, but it will take a while. With the weekly calendar, putting Sunday and Monday in front, if we do get this in our opening hand, it's pretty free. But if we don't, it's very delayed, so I don't really like it too much. Oh, I'm pretty quiet. I am true. My BS isn't almost putting me in the yellow area again. Okay, either that made it worse or better. Test. Hey. Okay, now I have my microphone's gain on maximum, but I think it's a bit louder now. Hard to tell on OBS. Ooh. Okay, I think it should be better now. I hope. Just watch how it's gonna be. Still the same one. Huh. Interesting. I increased the gain on the thing. Let me go into my audio devices then and hope that I'm not blowing out anybody's earbuds in a second. Huh? Actually, let me try. Did that change anything? No, okay, so that's the speaker. Huh. So here's the funny thing, my recording device doesn't even list my microphone. Huh? I don't have a microphone outside of that one though. What? I guess I just have to talk a bit louder today. Weird. I'll figure that out at some, like, after the stream. Hopefully. What is going on? Anyway, yeah, Casket of Stars. We also have Bookworm, draw 2 cards, cost 2, pretty decent. And Bury in Lake. Water Sign, retained, deal 4 damage to all enemies. If any die, repeat this effect. Damn technical issues, if only we had an engineer. I'm sorry, I'm only a computer scientist in terms of coding. I can't actually handle any hardware. In fact, if I do, everything breaks. Also, do we want another Crescent Moon Slash? It does also have Retain, which is pretty fun. But I feel like we have enough AoE. We have 2 AoE cards already. Then again, we're fighting Reima. This is gonna pay off, I promise. Now, do we upgrade the Burying Lake or the Crescent Moon Slash? An engine seer, not an engineer, yes. I do see several engines each day. I like upgrading stuff that's free. Because there's no reason I'm not playing it. I mean, it does have Retain, so I might not play it. Toxic Egg, hell yeah! Since everybody have some trouble deciding what to upgrade, and since we just literally got something that upgrades stuff for free, let's go to the Kappa shop. And fight some fairies. Did I say fight? I meant Slaughter! wait. Oh wait, that was Princess Undine. My bad, I thought it was Burian Lake. Yep. And as you could tell, with, oops, hard to tell now, but water sign is usually the AoE stuff, and both of our water sign cards are AoE. Yeah, the cards usually reflect what their signs do. Like, wood sign is oftentimes, that's new. Like, that is definitely new, I know that much. It used to be... At least I think it used to be, deal damage, attack a random enemy. With that damage. But it was like a lot of damage. Huh. Cast wood with 2 times the effect. Interesting. Lazy Trilithion. Or however you pronounce it. Just a block card. With Earth Sign. So, because it's upgraded, it's decent. Otherwise, 8 block, I mean, I me see the card draw. Or Agni Radiance, Fire Sign, deal 9 damage for every 5 unblocked damage, draw 1 card. That, I also do not remember that one. Huh. Interesting. Honestly, I like Agni Radiance. Once you upgrade it, it becomes 2 card draw unless the enemy has block. It's definitely an interesting card, if nothing else. Anyway, what are we missing out on? Because I'm definitely not buying any of these things here. Ah, oh, orange pellets, unfortunate. Not buying the hand drill, yeah. Nothing too bad that I'm missing out on, but I do want some gold. I do want a common relic. Rare card reward. It's unfortunate that we didn't get the general card reward thing, because if you finish the card reward off while fighting a boss... This song is super loud. Then you get a rare card reward, even if the reward you should be getting is any card reward. But I'll take another random relic. I like relics. Tank! I mean, she's more of a... Didn't she have a tank in one of her... No, I think of a kind of water tank thing in Urban Legend and Limbo. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've played the 12 fighting games. Yeah, she seems more like a drill person to me. So we can upgrade take 1 of 10 upgraded cards or lose 18 HP to gain a relic. Upgraded cards are pretty good. We do gain a lot of upgraded cards through our Toxic Egg. I would be going to half current HP, but honestly, nothing ventured, nothing, holy shit. Almost every card we're getting now is upgraded. Oh god, I better not die now. Oh. So we can lose our gold to get the first time we play 2 attacks each turn, deal 4 damage to all enemies. I think we're pretty good on the AoE front with our 3 AoE cards that we got back to back. Or we can lose Agni Radiance to gain 3 block anytime we play 2 skills. The most judgmental character of Japan. I mean, it's her job and she just wants to help people out. She doesn't have any ill will. As little as I want to get rid of Agni Radiance, I do feel like we're missing out a bit on the block front. So yeah, every two skills you play, gain a block. 3 block even. Speaking of block, we definitely need some here. Okay, if we defend and then attack, it counters. Yay, Patchouli! I'm doing fine, and I know you... I'm sorry for not playing in the Library of Runa. I know you really wanted me to, but... There were reasons. Okay, let's not trigger the rotting wood, because we're already taking 3 damage. Yeah, long story short is I was trying to do stuff for my new game, and yeah, that didn't work out. Okay, I can... Oh, wait, I'm gaining an energy and a card draw if I cast 2 here, so let's... If your card would become political, would you be conservative? I have to admit that I know pretty much nothing about, like, the political, like, quadrants or whatever, so I cannot... I have no idea. But conservative, like, according to, like, what the name implies, I guess, maybe? She does want to keep Gensokyo's balance and order. It's a chunk of the definition of conservative? Ah, I see. Sticky Bubbles, Water Sign. Put 2 cards from your discard pile to your hand. Decent, but I don't think I have too much to worry about in terms of recursion just yet. Non-directional laser. Deal 7 damage whenever you cast, return this card from your discard pile to your hand. This is also new! Dang, so many reworked cards from last time I played this mod. This used to be... What was this thing's effect? I want to say it was some kind of AoE that was gimmicky, but I don't remember. We're not casting too much yet, we only have 1 cast card. But I would be willing to expand that, like we already have enough, well, 3 cards that give us elemental charges. Sure. And because I am greedy, I am not going to heal also. Crescent Moon Slash can kill all of Ramus orbs when upgraded. Gensokyo needs to be conservative. It's a word sustained by being built upon all the Japanese beliefs of the yokai traditionalism of roughly the 1800s. That is much better put than I could possibly try to explain the Gensokyo in general. Anyway, we gain sweet, we gained the backpack. Let's keep Burying Lake in our hand. Yeah, Ramus summons these in Young Orbs here, and whenever we play a skill, we go up. When we play attacks, we go down the lane. Currently, we're at the bottom, and we don't want to be hit by these in Young Orbs. However, I don't think we are going to be hit by them. As long as I attack... I mean, I just don't have to play any skills, really. And I guess let's mostly do that. They were all 10 HP once, really? Okay, that works for me. Yeah, and let's set up our defense here, in case it aim attacks us anytime soon, which she does. Okay, I want to get rid of Tarnished Gold, I think. I want to play 2 defense. Then... Oh, crud. There are no 10 HP ones left. Dang it. I want to non-directional laser this Yin Yang Orb. Then Burying Lake the same one. So that Crescent Moon Slash kills that. Deals 12 damage to everything else, and yeah, that sounds good. And then I still have 2 energy left over for the defense. Let's do that. Just that. Actually, oh yeah, no, it doesn't matter, the order that I do. Like, Burying Lake cannot kill anything by itself. Nice. That said, I probably should have done a better order on the defense here. Some centered instead of all the way at the top. Yeah. Then again, none of the Yin Yang Orbs are at the front now, so we're safe for 1 more turn. Which also means that I don't need this defense just yet. Crescent Moon Slash is gonna trigger twice only, because we don't have a 20. Unless I put Agni Shine on that. Because now it's gonna trigger from the, like, it kills the 10, kills the 20, kills the 30, then attacks Reva once more. Our AoE deck is brutal against poor Reva. What has she done to us? Oh, that we're this brutal to her, I mean. Okay, that worked. I do agree that the name of Das Unglück des Steuereintreibens is the best ship name ever. I don't know it's the best ship name ever, but it is a really good name. The misfortune of the tax collector. Oh dear, we're being attacked for 24 because we've been wounded. That's unfortunate. We do have 16 block, so we're still taking a bit. We cannot kill a Rema this turn, but we can throw an AoE. So I guess go on strike. I want to end up at the bottom actually, but I can't with 2 of these. That's fine. And because we played 2 skills, we gained 3 block, right? I forgot about that one. The book script can soak into a darker light, showing the viewing village and even the advancements of yokai are all controlled from the shadow by yokai sages. Yeah, like I don't like I like Toho for being so like carefree and stuff, but man, I would lie if I said that I don't like Forbidden Scrollery. In fact, I have the entire collection, like all the volumes at home. It's such a good series. We are not being attacked right now, which is fine because we don't have any block. Let's get rid of the strike, it's still the worst card, I think. Or is it? It is actually stronger than non-directional laser is. Huh. Anyway, it's math time. If any one of you has played Hearthstone, there used to be a meta, or rather like a what is it called? Like a season, yeah. There was a season where Warlock had a card that essentially worked like Crescent Moon Slash, which was deal 1 damage to all creatures, and if any of them die, it triggers again. We're doing the exact same thing here, don't we? So we strike one of the orbs. Because now Crescent Moon Slash kills that one, kills the next one, and doesn't quite kill Rema, but so be it. The best boat name is clearly Boat to make boat. Oh god! Wasn't that no need for defense? Oh. 2 of them are gone even. Wasn't Boaty McBoatface, a dead name even, like a name that was voted on the internet for something, like for a boat, and then that got the most votes or something? Alright. We have Elemental Form, double the base effectiveness of elemental charges. We don't really have enough cast for that. Like, we only really got rid of 4 charges. So, it's not bad, but also not the best. And it's 3 cost. We have every angle shot. Oh. Okay, I guess for the wood sign I was thinking of this card here, which should be Sylphie Horn, I guess. Yeah, we just have all the base sign cards for the 5 nature elements, so all the elements except for sun and moon. It's certainly flexible, and it's upgraded, so I like it. Or we can take Sunshine Reflector, Moon Metal Sign, Lunar Plus, which is a new mechanic, gain 3 block. Mooner being at the end of your turn, do an effect for every other card in your hand, and Mooner Plus doing for every card in hand. So, assuming we have a ton of card draw, we would be gaining 3 block for each card still in our hand at the end of the turn. We really don't have any card draw though, and only 1 card that retains. So, I don't think Sunshine Reflector is particularly good in our deck. Except for turn 1, maybe. So I'll take every angle shot. Just having a card that says, yeah, get whatever you need is very powerful. And we have the blue inhaler. Poor Patchouli and her asthma. It's even shown in this mod here. Gain 1 energy at the start of your turn. Start each card with 2 weak and 2 frail. Which, turn 1 oftentimes doesn't have too much of an impact in this Act mod here, so it's not too bad. Act 2, yeah, it's a bit annoying, but this should be fine. Literally free Slaver's Collar or Velvet Joker killing ourselves. I'll take the blue inhaler because it's Patchouli. And continue to Consokyo, not the city. Tool is spread across so many mediums, but it really struggles to unite the story and its tone across them. The games add the world and the characters, but in a rather basic way. The books adding depth to the events from the game. So the initial lack of depth in the games is what allows canon to thrive for good and ill. Pretty much, yeah, like, before I give my opinion on that, let me map out this act here first. That is pretty much a free act, or like a free map. No Kappa shop this time, it's fine, but we still have to worry about some of the rewards from last time. Like, the thing with Consokyo in the games especially, I need more block cards. Especially in the games being so... what's the term that I'm looking for? Okay, this enemy here really... really punishes us for that week, huh? Screw it, I'm just letting some stuff go. No, I won't. Yeah, with like it being so basic in terms of characterization, except for like the major villains and stuff, does allow for a lot of the fan work to thrive, which is like the really good and positive thing. But yeah, it's on the flip side, you have to go to either the fan work or the block first. Or for the manga or light novels to gain a better understanding of how the world works. But I think it's a good trade-off. Like, if you're really interested in the cats that are meowing in the background, hey Bloomer, where are you even? Hey Bloomer. Like, generally speaking, if you are into the world building, you will generally, like, you're generally more inclined to read up on stuff. So the manga are fine for that, and if you're into the games, you might just skip the story altogether, so it's better that way around than not. And a shorter story in the games does help the flow of the games too, so I think how it is it's pretty well handled at least. Fun fact about the orcs in 40k, also this bonus on them. There's an orc named Bite-Face the Face Biter. Ah. Then it changed to Face Biter. And current Biter. Kakas, I expected you don't think she needs a lot of fear and belief. True with gun. Let me take some block. I desperately need block. This is really good. Ring of Agni is kind of weird in that it deals only damage if you have a multi-enemy battle, but yeah, I need some block. Ikagasa, like there are generally two. Sure, let's roll. There are generally two types of yokai. Yokai that feed off humans, like their flesh, and yokai that feed off of human fear, and Kugasa being the latter. We don't really see a lot of like human eating yokai anymore, at least not as far as we know. It's usually just like, yeah, they're yokai, but how do they goodness, how do they sustain themselves? They eat something, all right. Yeah, we're taking a bit of damage here, but that's fine. Body Big Bullface is the name from a fortune ship that was named the Edinburgh after the nature documentary Extortioner in the end. But they named the bloody lifeboat Body Big Bullface. Censure is where you talk. Yeah. I guess at this point I just have to accept that that all of my cats are gonna be named Chen by chat. Right, Chen? Chen is your online handle now, right, Bluma? I mean Chen. Okay, we can just kill this thing at this point. 12 damage to a random enemy, hell yeah! Oh my! Who'd have thought that it would land on this one? No need to cast Emerald City, I don't want to give this guy here more block than he needs. We need more cast, definitely, to recur that card more often. The orcs believe in two gods, one is the twin gods. One is brutal, but cunning. Cunning. And the other is cunning but brutal. Gorg and Mork. Another non-directional laser. I really want to take that one, but I can only have one card that actually has cast written on it. Specialized at a random sign of your dominant element into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Normally 1 cost. It's decent. It's a like the general cast, not cast. The general put a card into your hand. It costs 0 card that most characters have. I don't really have a way to manipulate my signs too much. Like most of the time, it's gonna be water probably. And I think I have enough AOE as is. Although water also has some other purposes, I guess. I want to take another non-directional laser though. I want to go into the cast build. Hey, Luma. I'm amazed. Like, she just rubbed on my microphone. I'm amazed she didn't mute me. Like, she didn't unplug or, like, lose contact trigger or anything like that. I like you too. Haven't I petted you enough today? I'm sorry. Look at it realistically, you need to buy the manga to understand it all. Somewhat. Like, the games themselves don't really need the manga in order to play it. It's really just for the world building. So... And I guess to know where casting comes from, in the terms of the fighting games. But most of the time, like, I played Great Fairy Wars without having read the Fairy, like, Sangetsusei beforehand. And, like, the games aren't too story-focused, so I don't think you really need the manga. Like, they're good supplementary material. If you want a deeper world, yeah. Like, At the same time, if you're not a dirty pirate, you have to buy the games as well, so... But I guess the games are technically cheaper than a whole volume of books. But that's kind of entertainment, it is, It's kind of funny, actually, with how the internet has evolved. We've kind of, gotten used to entertainment being free. Yeah, technically entertainment is still supposed to cost something, you know? Or like, it needs to cost something for the creators to make a living themselves. Unless, like, you're a hobby streamer who just streams every once in a while because you have nothing better to do. I'm not used to chat being this talkative. let me select this here first. We don't really need the strikes too much, but the defense are pretty much our only defenses, so getting rid of them is a bit awkward. Please don't click on one of these options for me, Bloomer. At the start of each combat, gain energy to discard 2 cards. It works with our Brag of Preparation, but at the same time I'd rather have... we still get to discard, choose what to discard, so it's not terrible actually. Or we only have 3 energy, but all enemies lose 2 strength. I might go for the Chorus of Joy here. Joyful Melody. since we do have backup preparation, we can just say, I don't care about these two cards, but we can't play the rest of our hand. Normally I go for Illusionary Melody, but at the same time we only have 3 of each. Yeah. Let's just take the Chorus of Joy. Let's hope that isn't going to kill us. Rumia is a human-eating, yeah. Rumia is the human-eating yokai, Remelia and Flandre feed on them, yeah, through their blood. That is, I am not giving my toxic egg. Hell no, DTD. What the fuck? Don't say aw to me. I would have given you, like, the Strike Dummy or even the Mercy here, but my eggs? No, my eggs stay with me. I like not having to upgrade anything outside of powers. No. What are my thoughts on the mod so far? Ah, no Golden Idol. Kind of impossible if you are, like, full Kensuke mod. But sure, let's lose some max HP to help some... That was very much worth 7 max HP. Especially since we had 14 more anyway. Goodness, that was a good dig. Yeah, the mod so far, I still haven't gotten the card that on the one hand is insanely powerful, and on the other hand is upsetting me because of how powerful it is. But I like this mod. I did get to Ascension 11 with it. So I actually have played this mod here before. A long time ago, but some of the cards here are different. We do need to get rid of 2 cards. We only need 8 blocks, so we only need 1 defend. Or we can just kill this guy here, which is what I intend to do. Okay, so we gotta be careful because it is in here. Every second card we play is exhausted, unless we have a way to prevent it from being exhausted. Like if it's a power. Okay, I don't care about the strike here too much, so you can eat it. We don't really have too large of a deck somehow, so Raisin eating our cards is a bit annoying. Bury the Lake, I'll keep it for its intended effect of AoE. Get rid of Strike. Agni. Sure, Bury the Lake, I guess. Maybe I should have waited for the week to be gone, but it's fine still. I'm fine with this defend being gone. Every angle shot is giving us some AoE. Then I can get rid of this defend here. Spell card, you. Strike the other Kune. Alright, we are running out of attacks, unfortunately. We can always play Mind Shatter, which is going to cost us currently 12 HP to get our attacks back, but I'd rather finish off this battle before that happens. This should be fine. But I do need to focus on the Raisin now. We have way too few cards. Yeesh. Okay, I guess Emerald City first. Next turn they gain block, so it's not too important that they... that I play it at the beginning and then lose it. Because now I can play non-directional laser. Spell card, which is grabbing that non-directional laser right back. And we're 3 off. So let's just kill this Kuna to take 8 less damage. We're taking 2, but that's fine. And now all we need to do is deal 13 damage. Easy. Oh yeah, no, I didn't mean, like I didn't think you were a cheapskate. It's just I understand that. There we go. I understand where you were coming from, though. But in general, like with serialized content, it just gets expensive. Over time, that's just how serialized content is, I guess. Right, Chen? Oh. But yeah, here, adaptive. At the end of a turn, gain 6 block for each unique debuff on yourself. Each unique debuff on yourself, you say? I really don't like adaptive as a concept. Since if you put debuffs on yourself, it should be a cost, you know? And in fact, it is a cost. Like, this is some premium dexterity gain for like 2 frail. You can't just play that at the end of the turn, have 1 frail really only, frail for 1 turn, and then you're golden. But with adaptive, hell yeah, I'll take all the debuffs I get. And it's not just the common debuffs that are displayed here. It's literally any debuff, like entangled or constricted, or like debuffs that are unique to your character. Everything counts, and if it doesn't go away, you have 6 free block each turn. That said, it's fucking disgusting, so of course I'll take it. It is too good. Like, sure, the non-upgraded version is only 4 block, but I feel even with 4 and 6 block, I think it's too much. I don't like the concept in general, and 4 and 6 block with a self-debuff focused character, which we haven't really seen yet because I didn't find any of these cards, but Patchouli is very self-debuff focused. And this year is just ridiculously good. Anyway, gambling chip, hell yeah. Which means I need to take the key in the last act if I don't find any random. I'm gonna recall. I don't care too much about 3 damage. An idea for the NPC that looks like a lot of change, but it's Kiwi. Without getting too much into it, like, here's the thing. That's why I didn't really talk about the Origami mod when I was making that, the Twin Gods. I have no idea if it's even gonna get finished. I'm very much still in the beginning of it all, so, and I do have a plan, in a specific world that it's set in, so. But that's all I'll say about it. Choose 1 more card to discard? I want to keep this adaptive and the defend for full blocking, or next to full blocking. Yeah, I think I'll keep this hand entirely. Then it cannot kill you regardless, so let's just do this. And keep the Librarian Lake because it's free, and... alright. And we're getting cleaned anyway. Alright. Is the voice acting the game that I'm making? Definitely not. From what I intend to do? Yay. From what I intend to do, it is pixel, like a sprite-based game, and those generally work better without voice acting. That, and I don't have the means to hire voice actors, really. Hey! Constricted! 4 free block! Enough said. Look at this! We would have gained 11 damage, but nope. God, that card is way too good. And if we get multiple copies of it, it does stack. But yeah, now I'll take anything that says gain debuff on yourself, but not this. Like, this one doesn't say that. But it's weak to all enemies, still pretty good. So I might take that. Some block 5 damage to all enemies, also pretty good. Again, water being all enemies are damaged. Or Water Elf, Water Wood Sign, retains an upgrade it seems. Put all water signs and all wood signs from your discard pile into your hand. That might have existed already? I remember such an effect. But I think it was for wood specifically, I think it was a different card. Pretty good though, like we can get all of our Princess and Dean, Burial Lake, And that's it, huh? Never mind. It's still retained, so at least we're not redrawing it. But I think I'd rather take a Winter Element. It's everything we need, really. Like, I really wanted some more block, and it's block. We don't really need any more AoE, but AoE is still fine on its own. We could also take a Emerald Megalith here. It's not bad, but it's only 6 block, and it's already upgraded. That 1 weak on all enemies should make a decent difference, though, so... You know what? Let's get some more different elements. And it doesn't really matter which direction we go. Let's take the event first. Maybe we get something good to upgrade. We get a shot. Well, I mean, maybe we get something good to upgrade. Eh. I could do a bit of voice acting for free. I mean, if I pay voice actors, if I hire voice actors, I would want to pay them. Like, I don't know. It just, I don't believe in free labor. Kind of, I guess. It just feels weird to me going to people and saying, "Hey, do you want to do this for free?" I say after having had people translate my mods for free. That's different. Those are mods, not a game. How did I get into modding for Slay the Spire? I was joking around. Ooh, I can get you back. Hell yeah. We don't want Clockwork Souvenir. Patchouli wants those debuffs, and it would just get rid of the weak of the blue inhaler anyway, and that's all. But yeah, I was just gain 1 week. Oh, hell yeah. Joking around of like, oh yeah, if I made a Slay the Spire character, or like if Kokoro was a Slay the Spire character, she would definitely be like doing this and this and that, and all of a sudden, oh wait, I've made an entire character. How did that happen? Kind of like that. I don't think we need another Ritual Protection. I think one's enough. A second copy wouldn't be the end of the world either, but I'd rather have more adaptives, honestly, and more cards that give me debuffs as well. But yeah, Bowling Bash, except I think it's slightly more powerful, yeah. But giving you a week, so you just play it at the last card in the turn, and you're done. I don't think I want any of these, the remaining cards here, so... Do I even want to go upgrade a card? I don't think I do. I think I want to chance another event. Neat. And a good event at that. What do we get? Men in Black. 1 cost, retain, exhaust, get an intangible. Amazing. Doppelganger. Scry and play the next X+1 cards for free. Also pretty good, especially with retain here. Or Kunikune, apply 3 lunacy. 2 lunacy. I think it is usually just 1. 2 lunacy is a lot better than 1 lunacy, and since it isn't at the start of the battle, like we can play this just later. The enemies might hit themselves, so all of these are pretty good, but I think I do prefer Men in Black. What's that sound? That is one of the cats, like sharpening her claws. Have I ever made an RPG Maker game one-shot? I actually have. It was... Should have gotten the lunacy. Not that we've drawn it anyway. Like, I could have fished for it, I guess. Ooh, what do you want here? Oh wait, that's, does it matter? Not really. It was back when I was in middle school, I think would be the equivalent. Nah, didn't get our ritual protection, or adaptive for that matter. And it was not good. What a surprise! Your, like, middle school project wasn't good. Like, it was very much a fan game, and I all I'll tell is that it was a Sonic fan game, and that's where I'll leave it at. It was so... Like, in hindsight, it was very cringe. But at the same time, I was a kid. Of course it's cringe. Sweet, we get both these back. Acne Radiance is only drawing us one card. I probably need to play Men in Black. Yeah, let's just play Men in Black. Bury the Lake and strike potentially to the next phase. And I could prevent taking 2 damage? Sure, might as well. Yeah, but god, actually, the RPG Maker game. I just remembered, like, in Hololive, Hololive Japanese specifically, one of the talents, Hosho Marin, like, she also made an RPG Maker game when she was younger, and she did actually reveal it on stream. Like, okay, no, yeah, let's everybody, let's cringe collectively. I don't really remember the reason why she showed it off, but holy shit, yeah, the block game we gained from Adaptive is ridiculous. But, don't expect me to show off my cringy game from the past, though. I don't even remember if I still have it anymore. I know that I burnt it onto CD at some point to, like, give it to some friends, but I don't know if I have the CD still. I probably do, but I'm not gonna look for it. Whenever we replay 7 attacks, gain 2 elemental of our dominant charge. Ooh. Neat. More Acne Radiance, more weak to power our adaptive. I want more card draw. And upgrade our spell card, I guess. Where are all the cost cards? He once read a comic where Patchouli was the original owner of what became the Scattered Dimension, and Remilia became friends with Patchouli after breaking in with Sakia. Huh. That sounds really fun of a story. Can't say that I've read that one. Let's get rid of this Buddha Stone Bowl here. It's literally free. And let's dig for our... What do we need to do? Attack, skill, and power card. Sure, we have a power. I want more powers, admittedly, but we have everything that we need. You're weak. I draw another card. I'm weak. I'm not taking damage. But yeah, if you find that story at any point in time again, like, you don't need to, like, go and search for it, but if you just happen to stumble upon it, yeah, it sounds really fun, so I would definitely like to read it. Off by 1. Not that it matters, like, she's just gonna go to the next phase and wait. We're not taking any damage anyway. That was so dumb! Now we're getting 18 block. Kokoro is still one of your favorite outros of SDS. Thank you. I can't even really say 18 block plus 6 is still a bit off. So I guess, do I just want to take 2? Ooh, actually, what is our current request? I forgot to check. Completed. Okay, never mind. You know what? Let's try to perfect this one. I'm interested in Baldur's Gate 3. I'll answer that. Okay, let's answer that now. Just skip the remaining comments there. Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of interesting to me. Like, everybody says it's a fantastic game, and I am bound to agree with them from what I've heard of the game. Like, it does seem like a really good game. Thing is, what is the current request? 7 cards? I mean, I can do 7 cards this turn, but then I'm getting rid of the Man in Black. Do I want that? I'm currently not taking any damage. No, I do take damage because I don't have... I'm not taking the damage because I have weak. Do I care about... Oh wait, it's draw cards and play cards. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, but so here's the thing with Baldur's Gate 3 for me. Perfect. Anytime where I tried to play a Western RPG, it just didn't click for me. Or clicking is not quite the right how to put it. Darn. Like, I've played Neverwinter Nights 2, I've played with the Original Sin, I've played, or tried to play, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, I think it was? And none of them I actually finished on my own. When I was playing Neverwinter Nights 2 with a friend of mine, I actually did finish it, so it is fun enough, but I don't know. Something about either the storytelling or the gameplay loop, or I don't know what, just doesn't captivate me enough. It's hard to tell for me. And on that note, Baldur's Gate 3 is based off of D&D 5e, which I am playing with a friend group, and man, I don't like 5e. I don't know what exactly it is about it. I think it's just the freedom of choice in terms of like leveling your character or designing your character. Like that, it's just not as good as other editions. Which, to be fair, like, it's a video game, I would expect you to have more choice in there. But I don't know. Is this the final? No, it's not the final game. 30 block. I'm not getting 30 block. I don't know, technically, maybe. We don't have any frail cards. We only gain weak is the problem. So right now we're gaining 6, 15... Oh, and this, I guess. Yeah, getting enough block might be a bit of a problem here. But again. Never mind, we're gaining 30 block. Sweet. So yeah. Like, I did actually, with, like, my friend group. Pretty much my entire friend group has Baldur's Gate 3 at this point. So I was telling them, hey, yeah, if any of you don't feel like playing the game, like if you don't think like a co-op works out, I can give it a try. But it seems like everybody is having fun with the co-op, so yeah, no, I'd be person 5 in a game that has a co-op maximum of 4, so yeah, I'm not playing then. Because I'm just not interested enough to buy it for myself. I would have bought it for co-op, but as is, nah. So yeah, that's my very complicated story about Baldur's Gate 3. I've been making games and such for years. Congrats on keeping the desire to do so. If you put it like that, kind of. I guess the RPG Maker game does count. Thing is, though, of all the games that I've made, okay, I need to counter that in a second, but let me double charge my current element. Next turn, draw 1 additional card per card that we didn't play this turn. That's actually kind of weird, because if you don't play cards this turn, you're probably also able to play all the cards next turn at the same time. If you played everything this turn, you want to play more cards next turn, but you don't have anything, you know? Let's take 5 seeds because I want to get more cast cards. I will get them at some point. Ooh. Or we can just cut some cards, shall we? I'm not using my potions anyway, and I want to show off as many cards as possible, so I'm not taking the Busted Crown, and we're going to Gensokyo. Or how it is labeled internally, Gensokyo Est. Gensokyo Est for Act 3 then. But yeah, for games that I've made. So I did make and actually finish an RPG Maker game. Then I started the second one, which was a direct sequel to the first game. I will take this cover shop here, no questions asked. But that one I did not finish because why didn't I finish that? Actually, why? I don't remember. Then I made some Danmaku, like some shoot 'em up boss battles for back in the day in the Shrine Maiden forums. There were some contests. Were they actual contests? Technically. Was there anything to win? I don't think there was anything. I don't remember. I just did it for fun, either way. Yeah. Where was I? Right. I did 2 different... Can we kill them? I think we can. AoE. Nice. That's all that I needed. Where was I? Right, I did 2 different Danmaku boss battle kinda games. Then I started a 3rd one, which I was almost done with, but I needed a little bit of polish and an outro, and I didn't finish it. I was almost done and said, screw it, I'm not doing the outro. It's just gonna go to waste now. Well, okay, that's not quite what I said, but I always said, I'll do this later, and then I never did. We don't need this many 0 costs. We need card draw. Where did all the card draw go? Also just a flame barrier without the barrier. Just flames. I don't take any of this. After 30% of max HP, I don't think we have trouble with HP, so no thank you. After that, I started with a Toho fan game that was supposed to be played in, like that was having a Sonic the Hedgehog, classic of course, gameplay loop, like with essentially physics platforming, where I did the base engine for, and then never continued because that's when I started the Kokoro Slay the Spire mod. Then when I wanted to get back to that, I instead did the Origami Slay the Spire mod, and now that I've started the 3rd Slay the Spire mod, I started a different game entirely! So who knows if I'm doing my 3rd Slay the Spire mod, or the actual game that I'm working on. Either of them could be dropped, or both. Anyway, we don't have another shop here, but we do have a shop in Act 4, so I do want to take this tarnished gold here. Relic, common relic, rare relic. Ooh. Rare card reward I don't care about. We don't have a Chem-X, we don't have any cards that I want to duplicate. Yeah, I'll just take yoink, 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 yoink. And let's get out of this shop with super loud music. Give a card no deck Bloodcast. Oh, do I want that? Any expensive cards that I have? Men in Black, maybe. Like it has Retain. I could just play that as the last card when I want to be super aggressive. Or 5 Seasons, like that's 2 cost. You know what? Sure. I don't have to Bloodcast it if I don't want to. But it is an option. Right, anyway, to the other comments. I don't want to get rid of any of these. Oh wait, that's card draw. That is technically card draw. Whatever. We go on YouTube. I guess I could have gotten rid of Bury the Lake, huh? Draw me a card, draw me another card. Decent enough. Wouldn't it be Women in Black? I mean, it's still a reference to the Men in Black, technically urban legend, so... But if the game it does, it is Mami's also, she is definitely Woman in Black. Maybe it is, like the men, as or man as in human, just a general one. But yes, it should be Woman in Black. We currently do gain 12 block, so no more need for block, which means no more need for Men in Black. And I can just attack. Might as well, though. BG3 has the same depth as Divinity and Pillar of Eternity. Pillar of Eternity is another Western RPG that I tried and never finished. Case in point. And it really hurts, because I know these games are good and I do have a mediocre amount of fun, but I don't know. I don't even know if it just, like, dropped the games because I didn't have fun with them. Or if I dropped it because I just... something better came out. I don't know. And yeah, I took some damage, that's fine. Okay, we're currently sitting at 13 blocks, so... we're full blocking. If you could play VG3, you make your character a racist dwarf who hates elves, orcs, and the, lack of a better term, half-breeds. I don't know why, but like... to me, it isn't... Jesus. It isn't proper fantasy if elves and dwarves don't hate each other. I don't know. Also, Chan, can you please move off the monitor? I need to take a look at the cards. Yeah, which is kind of funny, like, the thing that elves and dwarves don't like each other is really just a Tolkien thing, but on the other hand, all of our modern fantasy is based off of Tolkien fantasy, so that explains a lot. The next 3 elemental charges you cast are casted with twice the effect. I think this used to be recycled, like actively just putting them the charges back into your Bob slot. Recycled knowledge after all, so that is probably another change since last time. Damn. I don't want any of these, I just want more cast, and more copies. Dang, there was another card that, I wanted copies of. Adaptive. How did I forget? Then again, getting, like, cheating a copy of Adaptive like that is, too cheap. I want to keep Spell card. I don't want to keep you, actually. Punished Gold. Actually, not either. Okay. We definitely need to gain some block. I can play both. The Madison won't even be annoyed at me. The victory joke? Must have overlooked that in the comments, sorry about that. Let's draw some more cards. That's kind of the annoying thing with having so much weak, we're only drawing one card off of Acne Radiance, but so be it. It's still pretty good. Okay, Marisa has a lot of damage next turn. But at the same time we have Men in Black, never mind, I don't even need to worry about anything. No matter how much damage and strength we have, you only deal 1! So yeah, wanted to pop it because of that. Good enough. Giving her a bit of block is a bit annoying because that means we need to attack her more often. At the same time, we're dealing 33 damage to her. Goodness. Could be even a tiny bit more with this here. But I want to play it at the end. Well, that was dumb. Still not enough. We are currently getting 12 block. I could try to fish for a power that helps out, but most of the time, like, it needs to be exactly adaptive, so we'll just eat 36 damage, I guess. Huh. Tori helped us out a little bit. Neat. Wide potion belt. Hey, finally, I just only now realized, finally I didn't get a ton of potions. Wide potions, that is. Winter Element is fine. This one's really good. Finally, some weakened Wooln. And again, I want more cards to actively cast. You saw how much fire was just sitting around. Also, we only have 2 cards to upgrade. Let me rest then. These upgrades are not necessary. Neither was the rest, really, but you never know. This guy here does not have... sure. Does not have any artifacts, so Wooln, please. Nah, got an Emerald City. Oh well. Yeah, against this guy, generally just want to be aggressive. Oh, we can sell our cards for cheaper. Nice. We can just Men in Black. Every angle shot for the most amount of damage. Reduce his damage by a tiny bit because he will always deal half of his HP in damage with a top of 45. Can I just kill you? That's 30 plus... Nope, that is 45. I don't need to. This guy's gonna die even without me bloodcasting here. I lied to myself. At the same time, it's only 3 damage, so we're taking 1 damage. It's... Huh. It's unblocked attack damage, okay. Tori does not protect us from Bloodcast. Unless Bloodcast is coded incorrectly, but I don't think it is. There we go. Much better. Another Ritual of Protection, I guess? Sunshine Reflector. Most of the time we play our entire hand, I believe. Sure, I guess. It's some more Source of Frail. No bag of marbles, unfortunately. We need the key. And I guess Agni Shine it is. I don't mind. That's good for me. Just all of our power is turn 1. Oh, I don't want to clear off my debuffs, actually. I want to keep them, please. I think I do want to apply weak on him. How much am I gaining currently? That's 5 different debuffs. We are already full blocking. Not anymore. Well, yes, because we lost a Wooln, but okay. Now we're drawing 2 because our weak wore off. We're currently taking 15 damage. Never mind, we're having 18 block. Goodness. The power of 8. Counted 8. Dexterity. Oops. Audible though. Yeah, we definitely need more card draw on this deck here. That is currently the biggest problem, but like there are 2 prime card draw cards and I haven't seen... I've seen both of them in Act 1 and since then I haven't. That's the problem. Ooh, what is... Kwakuma's Blue Kunai. Your block is not removed at the start of your 2nd and 3rd turn? That's awfully specific. Oh, it's not a kunai, that's a caliber. Yeah, no need for Emerald City. Oh god. We need more card draw, guys. Gain 6 block for each attack in our hand. Put 2 Fire Sand cards from the draw pile into our hand. That is 3, 4 cards, potentially? It's card draw. Ah! Uh-oh. Ah, perfect. We have a defend here. Don't have an unupgraded defend. Okay, I am going to fish. Oh, not like that, though. I'm gonna fish for the other defend. Didn't get it. Oh well, we're gonna defend. Yeah, Doremi here gains a certain amount of power or strength depending on what rarity you play. Starter cards give her 2 strength, otherwise she loses strength. Actually, I think common cards give her nothing. Either way, we now have 1 card less to worry about at the shop. Oh, sweet. Oh wait, it's not even random. I didn't realize that. Dang. That is actually insanely good. Yeah, now she deals more damage than otherwise, but at the same time... Does it look like I care? Like, our damage could probably still be a bit better, but that's mostly just if we had more... Or less weakened, maybe, but if we had more card draw, that would also help out. Yeah, just look at that 43. Okay, only had 1 fire in there, but that's fine. We are currently taking 9 damage. Make that 0, and the next time we're casting, that's 33 damage coming right at her. Considering we started off with so much water, I'm surprised we have so much fire now all of a sudden. I guess the 2 Agni Radiances do the trick. And there we go. Maulbank, a little late. Funnily enough, Maulbank does not break if you go to the Kappa shop. Oh, another source of Frail. Another source of Frail. And, ooh. Deal 4 damage to a random enemy 3 times, draw 2 cards? Hell yeah. I want all of these. Can I take all of them, please? I really don't need the block, but getting 1 Frail is decent. AoE for 2, eh? But getting 2 Frail is why I wanted this one here. But it's Flash of Spring. It's decent amount of damage and draw 2 cards. And that was a short-lived Maulbank, but we do have some strength gain here, which should help us out a lot. And we can take Logistic Rain. Or... but Unceasing Top doesn't work with our 2 retain cards. Bury-in Lake and Men in Black, unfortunately. Then again, I usually just keep playing Bury-in Lake regardless, because it's free. But Men in Black kind of ruins it. But Unceasing Top is Unceasing Top. That'll do. I kind of, well, the alternative would have been taking Panache, the Power, and Karga card, but I think this is technically better. Huh. Gain 12 block for each enemy in combat? Or remove all your debuffs and heal 2 HP for each debuff removed. I don't know if Medicine Kit actually helps us out or not. Reactive armor is literally just free, not free block, but 12 block is more than anything else we have. Outside of course, just being intangible. Why not? It's free. And we have something good to upgrade. Alright. Flandre Scarlet. We want to... We probably just have enough block that I don't care where I am at the end, honestly. So let's get rid of these two cards. Oh, yes. We still have 5 energy left, boys! Ooh, nice, the card draw. Oh well. Are we actually being hit though? No, Remelia was in the way. So now we want to stay at the bottom to so that Remelia doesn't take more damage from Eyes of Death Perception. Which shouldn't be too much of a problem considering how many attacks we have. In fact, we might have too many attacks. Do you trigger twice? I don't think you do, but I want to find out. You don't, okay. We really don't need Agni Radiance again. I am going to Blood Cast though, because I can. Alright, now let's stay at the bottom again. We could also go into the middle, but we don't have any bowlers, so I don't even want to bother playing this defend. Actually, I don't think we can play stay in the middle because Flandre is in the middle row. So she would have a direct line of sight to me. Yeah. Let's... How much weak do you have? I mean, 1, 4 still. 4 is enough. Can hide out behind Remelia if we wanted to, but I want to stay at the bottom. So Emerald City first, and then Crescent Moon Slash. Yeah, after this shop here, our unceasing top really isn't that important anymore, huh? All of a sudden I have more than enough card draw. I guess 4 extra strength with an enemy being vulnerable with draw cards equal to, like, in relation to damage dealt. That usually does the trick. She's not attacking, so we can just go all out. Do I want more weak? Not really, actually. I just want to kill her next turn. Perfect. We can play all the attacks we want. And we'll still not take any damage because of Remelia's good positioning. This is probably the most... No, you're probably more damage, actually. Can I point out how we still have only 1 cast card? 19 fire! That's 57 damage! Lucky Flandre, she doesn't even know what's coming at her. Screw it. 22 times 66 damage! Is Remelia flat? Yes. To be fair, up until which game? Like, Johto characters are generally depicted flat, so... Huh? It's not until recently where Soon actually gave some of them boobs. Also, we now have a fully upgraded deck. Goodness. Dang. Should have bought the Unseasoned Top, it seems. What is this? 14 block plus 1 block per debuff on the enemy. Oh, interesting. That's the only thing I can buy, though, so nope. Also, there are some stable cards that I love to play with that we haven't even seen, and they're all, like, disgustingly powerful. Well, at least one. Count Flatula. Why does it sound like something that I feel like I shouldn't have said? I don't know. I'll blame me being foreign. Do I want to keep Men in Black? Probably. But probably, I mean, I'll probably just play turn 1, huh? Maybe not. I have a lot of card draw here. Ah, dang. I'm still not gonna play Men in Black. Currently, we have only 12 block? Huh. We can gain 4 block and that's it. That's better. I want to keep this for the next turn. Like, Men in Black is gonna be a lot better then. Ow, he robbed me of some of my strength, that bastard. Yeah, that's 30 damage incoming, a lot more worrisome than, like, the 2 that we took. I don't want to overdraw these 2 cards, they're really powerful. So I'm not gonna just dump my hand. Alright, you're free, but the enemy is also entirely immune to that. You're probably gonna be taking longer to be killed, so I'm just gonna do that and hope that I can turn around again. Uh-oh. Mistakes may have been made. I'm getting additional 12 block. Wow, all these potions are useless. Oh well, ow. It's fine. Still 1 card. Yeah, these statuses are really annoying, unfortunately, and the heart is not going to be going easy on us in that regard either. But it should be fine. We are getting 12 block, plus 15, might as well. Like, that card had Purge on it, so even if we could recard, like, it's not an exhausting card, so we can't. A history fact, sure. Okay, let's play this now so we get our 2 card draw. Gain 2 more card draw. 2 more card. Uh-oh. And you're dead. Ah, cannot take this Gambler's Brew. Maybe I shouldn't have turned the white potion rate to 10%. Oh well, this is fine though. Gambler's Brew over... Gain 2 of every charge, probably? 2 of every charge means 2 more sun and moon. Which is really good. Maybe not no power potion? I have enough cast. I lied to myself. This is really good. Atmos Fire, I love that one. Earth, Water Sign, gain 18 block for each enemy in combat. Gain 2 weak. Ooh, a source of weak. At the same time, I feel like weak is something that we wouldn't want too much of. Since that does, like, we're gonna be better on defense, but worse on offense. And really, St. Elmo's Fire is 1 cheaper, it only costs, gives us 5 block less, so I'll take the St. Elmo's Fire, I love that card. It's so powerful. Check this card, okay, we'll do after the hard battle. Before I go back to trying to get these goddamn text boxes to work. Tutorials of a older version, and then they change a ton in between versions. Super annoying. Oh, what it is. Yeah, getting rid of these 2 cards here, and in fact all of this crap. Even you, yeah. I have the top still. Darn. That's what I get. Adaptive! Decent, but it's not adaptive. At the start of your turn. Oh. So, at the end of your turn, remove your front element. That's a debuff. That's 6 free block with our adaptive. Question is, would I rather have that, or would I rather have another adaptive? 4 more block per, or 6 block guaranteed? This might have been a mistake, but oh well. Yeah, getting rid of our intangible sucks. I could have used the Gambler's Brew. But oh well. I don't want to overdraw, so end of the turn. Okay. I guess I can keep the Gambler's Brew for like the wounds and burns. That might even be better, actually. Nice. That's fine. I have a fairly large amount of, like, half my remaining deck is status cards that I cannot play. So if I get rid of the Spur in order to get into, like, the burn, that would be horrible. And I'm not taking any damage anyway. And it would have been a dazed, yeah. That was a well-made decision. Also, all of you except for the Void are gone. God, 6 weeks, 7 frail. I mean, I'm glad for having 6 strength. Otherwise, this would be even more horrible. Oops! Ah, I thought I had 1 more energy. Oh well. Missed some damage. We might actually be in trouble since we don't. Our deck doesn't really have a whole lot of damage, all things considered. Like, it can survive pretty well as long as we're frail and weakened. But that's the thing, at some point we will run out. We don't have thorns. So we have to be a bit careful here. And we don't really have a good way to get rid of these artifacts, which is also annoying. The thing you sent is a bit loud. Duly noted. I think I want to bloodcast this 5 seasons. I still gain, oh wait, that's 10 block. Ooh, 20 block for free, which means we're technically at 45 block. So I'm gonna use you for offense. Use you to start working on the artifact, and we're full blocking. We'll give the heart 6 block. Okay. Ooh. No. Yikes. Every card you play now makes us take 2 damage. We might not survive this, but we will see. I can give you weak. Yeah. $20 rust. 33 block once we get to that one. Yeesh. Not bad. And please be vulnerable again, I need that. Okay, 10 damage, it's fine. We need to kill it before it gets to its next attack, really. I don't have any block, really. Still no block. Okay, now it's getting troublesome. Oh well, I guess we just tank the damage. Thank you. And that was the last card. Whoops. Well, not technically. Wow. It didn't even get to the painful stabs. Oh, lucky. That was... I didn't actually believe we'd win. The power of 6 strength, huh? And 23 block each turn. Actually, it would have only been 10 block this turn. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah, we would have died next turn, definitely. Especially, the art would have gained another 2... Yeah, unfortunately no. Patchouli art. Another 2 strength. And anytime it deals damage to us, even from the heartbeat, we'd be gaining a wound into our deck, which would have been our death sentence. But yeah, we actually survived this. Money, money! I mean, we did gain, like, we did buy 400 gold this run. That tends to give you that. But as for cards that I wanted, like that I usually play with. Okay, these 2 cards, where were you? You are commons. After Act 1, I haven't seen you ever again. I didn't purge you from the pool. We also didn't see that one at all. Huh. Gain for metal, gain for water. Interesting. I think that's new. Wood's not okay. I remember that one. Static green can only be played if you have wood charge, deal 8 damage. If you have wood, it's decent, but it could also just clog up your hand. Another Cars card. Where were you? Hey, how do you keep popping up at the end of the streams, Kieran? We just finished a run with a Librarian, aka Patchouli here. Yeah, Agni Radiance, I'm pretty sure was new. Condensed Bubble. Gain some block. If your block breaks, deal 7 damage to all enemies. Kind of funny. But here. Diamond Hardness. Gain 8 block. Receive 25% less damage until you receive unblocked damage. If you play that early enough, yeah, you're just not taking any damage anymore. And like for the rest of the battle, the enemies deal only 3/4 of their normal intended damage. It's so busted, but we didn't see it. We also didn't see that card after Act 1 anymore, but at least it's uncommon, so I can understand it. Huh. Sleep would be the answer. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Who needs sleep anyway? Am I right? I do, unfortunately. So do other humans. Fall Slasher. I don't understand how these swords work. I rarely take them. Summon blah 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 swords with 6 initial damage each. Accumulate power by gaining metal, deal damage to all enemies if no metal was gained. I guess that's how they work. I feel like when I was playing with that, it was kind of bugged though, and it didn't really work, or I just never really got how it worked. One of the two. Forest Blaze. Whenever you gain wood or fire elemental charges this turn, deal 4 damage to all enemies. That is also a new effect. I'm pretty sure this was a card draw card of sorts. I don't remember the exact effect, but I'm pretty sure it did do so. Like it was a 1-cost card that dealt damage and had some kind of draw on top of it. Or maybe it was drawn. One of the two, but something draw related. Interesting. Also, funny card. Deal damage equal to 1 times the number of water and sun gained in this combat to all enemies. So if you have a lot of like Princeton or Mercury Poison, goodness. Yeah, this deals a lot of damage real fast. Ooh, Jellyfish Prince is the other card that I was looking for. Just, oh yeah, 10 block and 2 blur. Really good. But sadly didn't find that one either. Magic Field is also a really good card. Like, there's so many power cards that give you block in this class. It's kind of insane. Like, passive block is ridiculously good. And Patchouli has 2.5. Like, this is technically not passive block. You still need to play a block card, but it is... It's footworks. That gives you frail. Which in turn gives you block. Cast metal. Are there any other new cards? Not sure if this existed beforehand or not. This one definitely did. Just, oh yeah, if you gain... Follow this chart. Gain 1, gain the next for free. Really nice in a cast-related deck. Which I tried to be, but I didn't find any, like, at all. There just weren't any. Lock Girl is so good in a deck that isn't cast-related. Just, yeah, gain free energy and gain a debuff, which in turn gives you free block. Like, actively free block, because the debuff doesn't go away. Exactly, Chan. It's way too good. Magic Spring's pretty powerful if you don't cast. Like, that would have been disgusting. Like, when we had, like, 11 fire, just, oh yeah, deal damage equal to the current amount of elemental charges. Like, additional 11 free damage from all the fire we have, plus all the other elements. Really good. Philosopher's Stone, the crystals here deal damage based on the elements you summon. That you... the charges, I guess? Yeah, where you gain an elemental charge. Pretty nice. Photosynthesis. You know, gain energy and heal a bit. It's a decent card. Not necessarily good, but also not bad. But it can help you sustain. But this here, I think they nerfed it. I think they nerfed it. Oh, it used to be such a dumb card. Deal 1 damage, X times. Permanently increase this damage by X. It used to be just by X. And upgraded X plus 1, if I'm not mistaken. And now they made it to X minus 2 and X minus 1 when upgraded. Oh, I mean, it's fair. It's reasonable. But man, was it broken. Also, I think it was just deal X damage instead of deal 1 damage X times, but it's technically the same, I guess? Not really, because now it is affected by strength. And if you have weak and no strength, then it deals no damage X times, which, thanks. But yeah, if you, in the old version, if you had that, like, as the starting choice from Meow, yeah, no, you just played Royal Flare each battle and killed everything in 1 hit. It was such a dumb card. Now it's still pretty powerful, I would assume. Like, if you have any amount of strength gain, like from Shuriken or this thing right here. Like with 1 Ritual of Power, that's not even upgraded, it would deal 4 damage X times. With Weak reduces it by 25%, so it should be still 3 damage X times. So yeah, that's... Now you have to actively build into it. bit more instead of just, oh yeah, you play this and win. So I see why they nerfed it. Definitely do. But I'm still a bit disappointed. Do I have a witch deck? What do you mean by that exactly? Like, I don't have it active, but there is a Marisa mod, which could be described as an ordinary witch deck. I haven't installed it, just don't have it active. I mean, Silent Cillian at the start of each turn, gain 1 moon. So if you have a cast-related deck, you pretty much draw some free cards each turn. Otherwise, you just like draw 10 cards in one specific turn. But if you cast 2 elements, draw a card. Oh, I don't remember that one either. Huh. Cast all your limited charges. There we go. That is one that I do remember though. That's what you meant? Ah, perfect. Marisa is actually one of the earliest and one of the like most famous and honestly one of the best Slay the Spire mods. It's so good. Really well designed and fantastic artwork. Yeah, Unmoving Great Library would have loved to have that in my deck. We did gain a lot more cast than we could make use of because our only cast card was our starting card. Ah, should have taken the Bookworm when I had the chance to. Oh well. I am surprised that we did manage to get enough card draw at the end though. But speaking of Patchouli and Marisa, there isn't an Ellis deck, or like an Ellis mod. Oh no, I'm not making an Ellis mod, fuck that. It's not gonna be on mod number 4. And definitely not number 3 because I already have like half the character planned out and even implemented. And I will definitely get back to it if I need a break from my current game project. Probably, maybe, who knows. If I run into more text box problems, I definitely will go back. But I took a bit of a break from that. I started because I wanted to, like from the mod, because I wanted to try out programming in Godot. How about a Miko deck? There is also a Rema one. It's... Have I played that? I think I streamed that at some point. Let me check. If I have, then it must have been one of my first ones, I believe. Because... oh, thanks for recommending me my own stream there, YouTube. Let's see, playlists. Beautiful playlist. I have not? Oh no, I have. It was the very first stream, I think. Slaying Gensoku with the heroines. That should be Marisa and Rema. Incidentally, there is also a Toyo Satomi Mino Miko. That Miko also has a mod in Slay the Spire. Which, okay, I don't think I have streamed that one. It's a bit of a weirder mod. Yeah, I haven't streamed that one. Maybe I'll put that into my list next. Although I think first and foremost I am... Oh, no, Asana, yeah. First and foremost I might do the Yukari mod since it's by the same maker as the Patchouli one here. But considering, like, I didn't play the Patchouli mod right after it came out, I don't think. And it's seen quite a lot of changes, so maybe I should wait with the Yukari mod as well a bit. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, no Sanae. Unfortunately, no. I guess Sanae isn't popular enough. There's only, like, 2 or 3 different Flandres, 2 or 3 different Koishis, a Tenshi, a Komachi mod that has been abandoned, I think. Kokoro and the Origami Sisters by yours truly. Two different Tenshis, 2 different Yukaris, Patchouli here. Anything else? Actually, let me look at the mod page because now I'm curious. I feel like I checked that last stream already, but with my bird brain. Let's see. If I search for Toho, we have. Oh yeah, I forgot about Yuka. Right. We have a Kana. We might have two different Yukos actually. Yeah, two different Rikaris. Oh yeah, Momichi. I forgot about Momichi. I have played that one, and it kind of broke. It just there was one card that just took forever to resolve if you played it for too often. Sakya Yoba, there is at least one Sakya. I think there are two Sakyas. I played one fairly recently. Why didn't the second one show up? I guess the search isn't completely foolproof, since it does show the Servant, but not the Sakya Izayoi mod, which is the newer of the two. In general, I feel like none of the Chinese-only mods don't show up. So there's a few of those as well, I think. Yukari's there, Yuka. There is not a Yuka mod. Oh no. I'm not making it. Okay, listen. Before I make an Alice mod or a Yuka mod, though Yuka is in my top 5, I'm going to make a Mima mod. So. But before I make a Mima mod, I'm gonna finish the mod that I started, which I'm not going to reveal just yet who it is. Because, again, I have no idea if it's ever gonna finish. I might completely neglect it for my Godot game. Or I might completely forgo my Godot game to finish that third STS mod that I'm working on. Who knows? I don't. Wriggle, Yamame, and Aon. They don't have any mods. As for how much do I like them, if that's the question, Wriggle's fun. Kind of doesn't have much of canon personality, but I mean she's part of Team 9. That makes her good, just in general. But I don't really have too much to say about her, since yeah, she's Team 9. That's how I usually just see her. Yamme. Again, early stage characters barely get a characterization, but she does seem mischievous enough, I guess. Although she doesn't really like giving illnesses to people, from what I remember. So, but she's definitely an interesting character just from her ability alone. Wasn't ya? Oh right, Yamame was playable in the oh god, what's it called? The oil game. The 2D fighting game that wasn't really a fighting game, but just a single player game. I have... Oh, actually. So, because... There's this stereotype that Linux users always proclaim loudly that, oh yeah, I'm using Linux. But I'm sorry, I don't want to be the stereotype, but it kind of is important here. Because, unfortunately, trying to run Linux games, I mean, Windows games on Linux does have some problems. It's surprising it works as well as it does, honestly. But for the longest time, I had trouble trying to get the Toho community-reliant automatic patcher, also known as Toho crap, to work properly on Linux, so I was reliant on the standalone patches. But for the Taskafro games, they don't really have good or any standalone patches, so I couldn't play the Toho oil game translated. But I recently got it to work again, either because they changed something in the Toho crap launcher, or because Proton, which translates Windows games into Linux code, more or less. Maybe that's gotten better. So nowadays, Choco Crab actually works. So maybe I should give the 2D fighting game another chance and play it in English, so I can finally, find out what the story is all about. Same with Toho 19 though. I haven't played that. I don't even know what the translation status is of that. Should give that another try then. Yeah, as for Aon, I'll be honest. Anything from Hidden Star and 4th season onwards, I am not familiar with the characters at all anymore. Like, that game is, like, just on the edge. Where... Like, I still know about Satono and Mai. I know about Okina. I know them by name. But that's kind of it from that game. And from the following games, I guess I do know about Keiki and the Hinawi. Haniba! The Haniba doll, whose name I forgot. The stage 5 boss. Mayumi, I think it's called. But I don't know anything about them. And going even more into the present, yeah, no, I don't know anything about any of the new characters. I don't find, like... I don't even know how I found it in the past, but I guess I was just browsing Danbode a lot. In the past, yes. And that's how I got linked from one translated comic to the next. But the translation on Danbode isn't really up to date anymore. Like, there's not as many translators anymore, I feel like. For example, Huta, who posted a lot of 4-panel comics, which were then reposted on Danbode. Those usually, back in the day, got translations within the same day, but nowadays you can wait for months, and they still don't have any translations if you're unlucky. So... that's kind of one of the reasons why I stopped reading so many comics in Danbode. Because there aren't any translations and I don't have the time to learn Japanese. Okay, not necessarily about the time. Like, I have enough time, really, but learning a language without having anybody to talk... without having anybody to talk to in said language is really difficult. The only reason I can't speak English is because I had some people I could speak in English to. And then I did Let's Plays to keep practicing. But I don't have that luxury with Japanese, so at best I have some streams that I can watch where I can listen to Japanese. But the problem with that is there's so many streamers that I'm already following. I don't have the time to watch these Japanese streamers too on top of that. So I don't really have an incentive to learn Japanese either. It's unfortunate. I really should... Like, the best... Mika is unknown to me. I still know of Mika. I know her name. I know she's the Calico Cat, because Mika translates to Calico. But yeah. Like, the best method to learn a language is to just sit down and translate, and then note down every word that you don't know. It takes time that way, but it is the best way, and I did that for a while. Heck, I feel like out of Japanese, like, the stuff that I know the best is still the grammar. Because Japanese grammar is really, like, it's difficult, but it's also really consistent. And I like that about Japanese. It's kind of like German in that way. Like, yeah, in German you need to know the kasus, or however it's pronounced called in English, and you need to know, like, all the word endings, which essentially is the same thing. But once you know that stuff, grammar in German is piss easy. And pronunciation is even easier. Like, here's this letter. It's called A. It's the English letter A. But unlike English where A can pronounce A, or anything in between, the German letter A is pronounced A. Always. Period. Be done with it. It's so much easier to pronounce. And don't even get started with the English O. Like, O-U-G-H. I learned English 87% from the internet. Same. Yeah, but O-U-G-H in English is how to pronounce it. Thorough. I'm pretty sure there was something with owl as well. Thorough. I feel like I'm missing one. But yeah. But that's also a story that I keep telling. Way back when I was still a little dude, when I was still in school. I didn't like English classes. Like, I learned English enough that I could understand it reasonably. But I didn't like learning vocab. Grammar was easy enough for the most part. I still don't know, like, my prepositions, I think, like the off, at, in, that kind of stuff. I just choose at random. But yeah, I could speak English well enough to get a passing grade, and by that I mean barely passing. I got a D, or the German equivalent of it, a 4 out of 6, with 5 and 6 being failing. But yeah, I just barely managed to do it. So then I got into year 10, which is equivalent to senior high, I think. And then we got a new English teacher. And thing is, before, like in the summer holidays between year 9 and 10, is where I spoke a lot of English to like with other people, with English speakers. So I was kind of forced to. I was forced to actually like remember all the words and stuff. But yeah, then I got to year 10, and we got a new teacher, and like we got these what are they called? Oral grades? Like participation grades, essentially. And it's like, okay, yeah, the new teacher said, everybody who got a D, trust me, normally, like the first time I hand out these participation grades, I don't hand out anything less than D, because that would be unfair. Like, you still need to get used to stuff, and I guess. But everybody who got a D would have gotten worse than a D. So I said, okay, you know what? Screw this. If you say I got a D because, well, I got a D, and I should have been worse, screw this. I'm actually going to participate now. And the next time he said, huh, well, guess you fooled me. You have a B now. Or was it even an A even? I don't remember. But it was definitely much better than a D. And from that point onward, yeah, I got better than a D in the grades because I actually studied English by talking to people. And that's why I keep saying the best way to learn a language is to speak it with other people. And in my opinion, that's the only good way, really. So thank goodness for the internet being English speaking, otherwise I still wouldn't be able to speak English. You can't watch the fact video with audio on stream? The video that you sent, you mean? Regardless, it's way later than I wanted to be. when there's actually chat participation, I'm able to ramble on, can't I? Highly appreciated for everybody being here today. But I did mean to only, like, stream this game here for a little bit. And then head off, continue doing the text boxes, because, I did say to myself, okay, I'm gonna take, like, 2 or 3 weeks, and if I don't have the base engine of the game that I'm working on finished by then, I'm gonna, like, scrap everything and just continue doing Slay the Spire mods. Again, just you here. But you're chatting with me, that's all that matters. Wow, I feel like that sounded wrong. I really appreciate you being here. But right, I did say that I'm going to scrap everything if I don't have like the base engine done within the 2 to 3 weeks. And guess what? I'm in the last week now. And I keep doing stuff that, oh yeah, technically, that's also technically base engine. Like, I have dialogue. I need some dialogue stuff, right? So I need to do text boxes that automatically advance, right? Right? And add another thing to the base engine that I didn't intend for originally. So at this point, I have no idea what's base engine anymore, really. I might just keep working on it anyway, even if I don't get stuff finished, but... I want to get done with the dialogue by the end of the week, at least. Which there isn't. I mean, it's in the middle of the week, I guess. I still have some time. But yeah. So I do actually want to cut the stream now. To get this done by today, hopefully. Because I know for a fact that I'm going to add something else to the base engine by tomorrow. Yes. Thanks for watching, and before I ramble on at infinitum again, see you next time. Have a nice day.